Good morning. Peace, family. How you doing? It's Mr. R2 here at Consistency is Key podcast. And definitely what I need you to do is go ahead and share this live. Today is real special. Today is real special. As you can see, the subject up there is healing in hearing. There is healing in hearing. And if you can understand that, go ahead and put healing inside of the comment section because we're really going to dive into this and we're going to make this as real as possible to you because as we're going along in the lesson, it's going to twist in the end. And I think you're going to like it. As I've been sitting here meditating on what I'm going to say and what is the message that's going to be presented, it came full circle for me at the end of it, and it was a blessing just to go along in this journey to get to the point at the end. And make sure you stay and make sure you're here because you're going to like it too. So again, make sure you put down in the comment section, give me a thumbs up, an emoji. Good morning to you. I am happy for you to be alive because not everyone made it to this Thursday. There were people that wasn't even able to see this week because they've passed away last Thursday. But you're able to be here on this Thursday and begin the process of hearing to heal. All right, so I'm gonna tell you where this came from. I was doing an interview yesterday, and I was with two ladies, and we were talking about the movie that they were in their director's debut on. It was called The Miracle. And from the interview, as I was watching the trailer, and it dawned on me on how healing is important, but even more important than healing, hearing is important as well. And because hearing is important, hearing can take you into the doors of healing. I'm going to say that again. Healing can take you through the doors of healing because listening can take you to the door, but hearing will take you through the door of healing. And as I begin to break this down, and especially, here we always talk about the definition and going back to the etymology and bringing it forward to its present tense, and it really puts me in a place and in a space as well. So let's go ahead and jump into it. So as you can see, yesterday's title is hearing in healing. So let's jump into the definition of listen, because I know people's like, okay, listening and hearing, okay, yeah, I get it, but sometimes we don't, because sometimes we try to merge words when those words don't merge itself. We have to look at where it is and how it is and how we see ourselves in it and see ourselves with it. Again, share this live on your page. Those that are watching on YouTube, go ahead and like, share, and subscribe to Consistency is Currency YouTube page. And those that's listening on a podcast, make sure you subscribe as well. So let's go into the definition of listen. I want to make sure you understand what listen is before we get into hearing. So listen is to give one's attention to sound, because remember what I said, listen gets you to the door, but hearing will get you through it. Because if I pay attention to something that you're saying, then it is going to bring spark to my interest. It's going to pique my interest, and I may be paying attention because the sound has piqued my interest. Because remember, again, listening will get you to the door, but hearing will get you through the door. And the second definition of listen is an act of listening to something. It is an act of listening to something. But I also want you to understand that you can listen to a person but not hear them. And I know that we all know that, especially as adults, and especially, us seniors. I'm 45, but us seniors, we understand the difference between listening and hearing. But I want you to see it in the same in its same sense. So the act of listening to something, the definition of listen is the act of listening to something, the act. And to listen is to take a vigorous human interest in what is being told. Have you ever been into a space and you're in a room with someone and they just want you to listen to them? Are you the type of person that if a person just wants you to listen to them, you're still trying to give them advice? You still want to have your moment in the conversation to say something? That is taking a rigorous human interest in what is being told, but they just want you to listen to them. Sometimes it's even stronger for us to close our mouths than it is for us to. Sometimes it's hard for us to close our mouths and open our ears. But when you get to the point to where you understand that closing your mouth will begin the process of opening up your ears, could help steer you in the direction of your healing. And I think when you get to that point, it will make things a lot better for you to listen and getting into the terms of healing by hearing. All right, hearing, the first definition of hearing is the faculty of perceiving sound. The faculty of perceiving sound. Now, when you get into the faculties of perceiving sound, that means that you really want to begin to understand the perception of hearing that. Now, in the trailer yesterday that I was watching, the trailer was about the miracle, and the miracle was there was people who were losing their lives through gun violence. And because they was losing their lives through gun violence, they had different type of cinching sessions, and people were in the room talking about their pain. You don't have to perceive someone's pain if you're willing to hear them. And because you're willing to hear them, it's going to put you in the instance that now I am ready to be open enough to the moment of healing. And we also know that in the hearing, it's kind of like court. In the court is the instance of a session in which testimony and argument are presented. So now we're going to begin the process of growing into how is hearing a part of healing. Healing is a part of hearing because you're intentionally wanting to know more about this person, or you intentionally wanting to hear your children, or you intentionally wanting to hear your spouse, because in hearing can begin the process of healing because you took time to have an invested interest into what that person had to say. That will begin your process of healing. You don't want to get to the point to when you're getting older and you're sitting next to someone and they're on their deathbed, and now you want to say, Grandma, I should have heard you. Grandma, I wish I had time to hear you sing again. Not having the ability to forgive someone because you wish you had the moment of hearing them when they wanted to talk to you. Healing can come in hearing. Hearing, again, will take you through the door of healing because the process of healing has to start with your invested interest into what is going on. And how is there healing in hearing? Remember, listening is a physical trait, just like ears. Everyone has the ability to physically have ears, but hearing is more psychological. That is something that you feel. Just like when you have something and someone say, man, I just want you to listen. Okay, I can listen to you, but not feel it. But if I'm hearing it and I'm hearing you, then I'm feeling what you have to say. That is going to allow me to have the ability to maximize my capacity of healing because I want to hear what you're saying. Just like yesterday, we were talking about feelings, wanting you to feel it. Hearing can also be a component of feeling that will get you to be able to apologize to someone that you know you need to apologize to, because you heard it from a different perspective. You heard it from a different light. How many times have we been in a space to where we're reluctant in forgiving someone because we didn't hear them out? Now, I can say that personally, but are you open enough to say that you have a hard time hearing because you don't want to listen to people, or you had a hard time forgiving someone because you never gave them the opportunity to be heard? You never gave them the door to walk through, to be healed by giving them the opportunity to having that conversation with them. Don't be so quick to close doors if you haven't given the opportunity to hear that person out. Don't be so quick to hide behind closed doors if you haven't given yourself the opportunity to be heard, because you never know when you give yourself or forward yourself the opportunity to be heard, you could then begin the process of healing, because that might just be what that person needs to hear, is for you to say, I apologize, or for you to say, I didn't know, but now that I do know, I feel what you're saying. I am open enough to begin this process of healing because I should have heard you a long time ago. That is going to put you in a place of healing, or put you in the beginning of the process of healing, because you took the time in the moment, in the instant, to begin to want to hear what that person had to say. As you see this person right here, there's healing in hearing. And what I want to say to you right now, that case is dismissed. You are free. You are free to heal. In this hearing, you're no longer on trial. In this hearing, you're no longer a witness on trial, because you don't owe anyone anything. You owe no one no explanation. You don't have to go and testify for yourself, because you are more than enough. You are more than enough. You are great. You are beautiful. You are with purpose. And in this trial of this hearing, you will be set free when you allow yourself to hear yourself. When you allow yourself to understand that I am who I am, and I have always been the I am. I have always been me. I have always been great, but you allowed everybody else to put you on trial, to put you in their hearing, to put you in their box. You don't have to explain it, but I do need you to hear yourself. I need you to begin to look deep within inside of you and to hear yourself. When you hear yourself, you will begin to heal internally. You will begin to heal psychologically. You will begin the process of healing because you have opened yourself up to hear. Case is dismissed. You will heal now, because after this hearing, it is all about you. So you guys be blessed. Peace.